Hello, hello, hello. This is Chiak. We are playing Verde Station. So right now, I'm just gonna be playing. I think I'm not going to be getting into very long for. Excuse me, as I try to test, make sure the sound's going. I'm not gonna play playing long games. I'm gonna play a couple of games that are kind of very short. So this one, this one was interesting. I'm not. It basically it says it I don't know, every new iteration is possibly going to be different. I don't know, the game like changes things based on how I act or something like that. I did read it. I just completely forgot how what terms they used. But I think the gameplay itself, like the story, whatever the story may be, is possibly very short. But if it does do different things, it every playthrough is potentially different. Now, how different, I don't know. This is what makes me curious about it. Whether what they wanted to achieve and whether they succeed, that is the question. But either way, oh, okay, interesting. For the sake of 6, just because it's going on YouTube, so I should turn up the brightness. Okay, interesting. Like I can't use my mouse. I have to do everything by what's 4? Field of view, head bob. Okay, interesting. The volume. Ooh, my god. I don't need the music that loud. 3. I mean, I'm wearing headphones, so it's gonna always be a bit louder to me. I guess we'll put it at 3. We don't get to know? Okay, fine. Fine. Let's go back. Brightness, gameplay, controls. I'm kind of curious. There is a mouse. 3, how to play. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so there... Weird. Alright, so there is a mouse setting. There is a mouse setting, but... For whatever reason, in this main menu, it does not exist. Why that is the case, I'm not sure. But left shift, we can sprint. Okay. I think that's it. That's all I need to go in terms of. Clearly, I haven't gone through this. What's options? Oh wait, I did that. Oh, I guess I thought administrative terminal. What's that? Please enter a command below. Huh? Okay, you know what? Maybe that's something I'll find in the game itself. So, well, I didn't have any previous efforts, so oh, and then it's going to it brings us back to this. Checkpoints are automatically saved throughout the game. Begin your game. Yes. I like how 2 is never mind. All right. Please wake up. You can turn that off. Up, 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 up. Okay. Huh. There is no sound, which the sound was up to 9, so either something's wrong or why did I pick that up? What? I'm just picking up random things. Interesting. It's very silent. We know the music was going because I changed it in the water. Nice to meet you. Okay. I guess 2 skies by home render. My god. Oh my god. I'm making a mess. I'm so sorry. Molecular gastronomy. This beautiful space. Okay, well the only thing I can interact with is this. Activate protocol training. Good morning. Is there supposed to be sound? Can I exit now? No. Oh. Right. Okay. Okay, station profile setup. Please answer the following questions to set up your station profile. To create the best user experience for you, please answer honestly. Keep in mind there are no wrong answers, okay? Press 1 to continue. What do you fear the most? Being alone, being confined, failing. Probably failing, I feel like. Being alone, not really. Being confined. Confined to what? Like, I guess, this being confined could be how you interpret it. Whether it's like small spaces or being limited. But I guess failing in terms of fears, I feel like a lot of people fear that. Picture a horse in your mind. What color is it? It's a terrible... Problem is, the first word I saw was black, so my mind went to black. Okay. I don't know if I can, like... Which shape do you prefer? Circle, square, triangle. How would you describe the color of the ocean? Deep blue, perfectly clear, green, murky. Okay. Deep blue. The horse from question 2 was... rearing up dead. Standing still, galloping. I think it was... Was it? Wait, what was it doing? I wish there was a way to, like... If we didn't see it, like a focus... I guess it was standing still. Was it running? No, I think it was running. I mean, they're thoughts, so, like, they're good. You're in a hallway with 2 doors, one to the left and one at the end of the hall. Both doors are open. You see a key on the floor in front of you. Do you pick it up? Yes. If following a cataclysmic event, you found yourself completely alone, first you would seek out other potential survivors, search for supplies and survival gear. Sorry, instantly saw through. Bask in the silence. I am worried about the sound though right now. This is really creeping me out. I don't know if if the sound is just not working or whatever. But we'll see. I imagine I would like search for other survivors. When it rains, you think of cleanliness, mud, rebirth. Cleanliness. I'm not sure how rebirth comes into it. At which part of a mountain would you like to be? Base, midpoint, the peak. I mean, climb to the peak of a mountain, it means I would be physically fit. I really should worry about my health. A massive storm is quickly approaching. You would go to your storm cellar, run to your car, raise both arms to the heavens, daring the gods of men to smite you, knowing the only possible outcome. A massive storm is quickly approaching. I don't know. I live in an apartment, so a storm cellar or like a basement's just not a thing. So I guess it'd be run to my car? Or like quickly run down the stairs to get to my car? I'm trying to think of this. Like what type of storm are we talking about? Tsunami? Not tsunami's not a storm. A hurricane? I guess run to my car? I'm not really actually sure what to do about this one. This one, why is this one like the question I'm having such a tough time with? A massive storm is quickly approaching. I mean, if you have a storm cellar, then that's what it's there for. Am I thinking of it? What is the purpose of a storm cellar? Should I be questioning that? Like, is it... Because for some reason I'm seeing that and I'm thinking, oh, like a bomb shelter? But I actually do not know. Because if you have a storm cellar, then how deep should a storm shelter be? I mean, since I don't have a storm cellar, it would, I guess the only option for me is 2. After taking this test, do you feel the same? Do I thank you, please stand by. Okay. Your profile is now complete, okay? Took you a while there. Your station profile has now been saved. Please retake this test every 30 days so that any changes in your mental state can be assessed. If at any point you feel unstable, please use this terminal to log the change. Duties and responsibilities. As this is the beta voyage of Verde Station, your work over the next year is extremely important. Data that you log will be used to ensure the consistent quality of future station production. By developing and enforcing good manufacturing practice, GMP, systems, we can validate processes and improvements for the future, for future uses. Okay. Oh, those were the tasks I was supposed to... Oh. Okay, hold on. This, clearly my sound... I can't get any sound, that's the thing. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if I have to go through this without sound. It's gonna be shit, honestly. But... Oh! Okay, we got sound now. God. So for whatever reason... Okay, that sound is actually really loud. It's super loud. It's, that's what's scaring me at the moment. Here, I'm gonna turn it to 7. So for a reason, it kind of weirdly... Okay. The greenhouse just right here, huh? What do I, how do I maintain this? Oh. Close. Why would I close it? I can't open it. This one's closed. Can I open this one now? No. Okay, let's open it again, because I'm assuming that's water going to there. Okay, so I can't... Oh my god, that is really... It's a lot. What's here? To lounge. Okay. I mean, cool and all that I said I'm gonna take care of this place, but I don't know how I should be taking care of this place. Huh? What's this? I don't know any of this. What is all of this for? Could you provide me with some instructions? Oh, I thought I was stuck there. Let's go up here. Enter code. Huh? Okay. Okay, we're not... I can't open any of them. I can't close them. Huh, okay. I mean, the only thing I can do is close some of them, so... Yeah, like, open's not even an option? Jesus Christ. That scared me. Close. Oh, that's open. My bad. Close. Says I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh. Here's a screen. You can tell me what to do. Greenhouse system check required. What's the message read? Welcome to the greenhouse, okay? Welcome to the Verde Station greenhouse. You will find that your duties are not very demanding but are very important. Simply monitor all plant life and equipment and report any issues that occur. Your feedback will help improve the station for future users. It also help produce the largest number of usable trees and plants for use off-site. Okay? There's that administrator terminal again. All systems within specification, one error found listed below. Please run system check again in 30 days. If another additional issue occurs before then, log them and run the system check immediately. Multiple water valves in the closed position, please correct. Okay, my bad. Okay, so I'm supposed to have them in the open position. Open. So I don't know how I'm supposed to... How do I fix this? How do I fix it? Open. 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 Nope, not that one. Okay, the door is gonna open when I get near it. Nope, or not. Nope, come on. I am aware that this could potentially be a very boring playthrough. That's closed. I mean, that's open. This is... That's open already. That's open already. So how do I fix the ones that are closed? That's the issue. That are stuck on closed, I should say. Nothing wrong here. Nothing wrong here. Okay, what can we... Oh, this thing turns with me. What? Can we interact with these in any way? No. Okay. Water related. Contaminant. Low or no pressure. Huh? Catastrophic failure. I mean... I'm not sure if any of them look dead. I mean, if the grass is green, then... Oh, are all the ones that are not... No, this is open. Right? Okay, but how do I fix it? You're, how do I fix this? There's a code up there. There's that. Oh, what's this? To kitchen. Never mind. Never mind. And let's enter command. For help, enter help. CMD. The administrator terminal is used for advanced commands. If you're not administrator, please do not use the system. All commands must end with CMD command. Commands are sensitive. Okay. Oh, not really, but... Huh, okay. What? This is the thing that's confusing me here. Are these supposed to be... Are these here deceased? I guess the plants are deceased then? I don't see any plants, I just see grass. The grass is confusing me. I guess I'll just say the plants are deceased because I have no idea. Power system testing. Okay. pH. How do I correct that? That's the thing that's bugging me. I'm trying to correct that, but it will not let me. If I spam it. Oh, there's an arrow to show whether it's on closed and open. I just realized that now. But... okay, interesting. But again... Ooh. What's the point of going here, though? Oh, no. Open, open. Okay. Oh, here we go. Is there a way for me to change this? Oh my god. That's just insufferable, really. Okay. So we opened that, cool and all. But... I mean, power's okay. Like, should I say the plants are dead? Because nothing is... I mean, I can't fix it, that's the problem. I really want to fix that. I would love to fix the valves that aren't working, but, you know. Okay, it's a 4-digit code. At least I know that now. 4-digit code. Right. Well, I'm just gonna say the plants are dead. Okay. Oh no! That's no. I thought I was gonna. I wanted to see options. It's not that the artificial gravity was wrong. Is there a leak somewhere? I mean, it's less to do about the. Oh, wait, that's no. There's not even an option for these. Open. Open. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless there's something I can do, can I like? Is it possible to grab anything else? I'm kind of curious. Like, so if we do another iteration, are we gonna come back and it's gonna find that the we're supposed to fix this, but like it's not like I have an inventory to do anything. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure what else to do. Because we can do this again. I do want to check the ones that are closed. Okay, pH level. Yeah, I don't know. I can't fix it, so I guess I just leave because what can I do? If I type in 1A. System VS. Would I be able to find like functional? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I have no idea. I guess I'm just gonna go then, because there's nothing else for me I can do. Is there anything on here? It's back to the lounge. Wait. No, this is the way I came in, right? Did I get turned around? Oh, 2 quarters. Wait, this is open now. It was closed before. This sounds like a real song. I'm sorry, but we can't have that. I mean, The best option is that, oh, hi, Paul Springer. I didn't realize there was a chat. I got so concentrated on trying to see if I can bring the plants back to life. But yeah, music. I'm gonna put that at 1, but not that it matters. I don't know. Unfortunately, like with the YouTube system, if something is declared, it's like, oh, I think this is a cover song. I won't be able to use the mute thing option, which I guess I'll just have to just lose revenue on one video. But not that I don't think this is gonna. Power system testing. Keep clear. I didn't even realize this at the. Oh, maybe it's because I did the. Okay, all systems within specification. 1 faulty overhead light found and logged. Please run. 1 faulty overhead light. Okay. What's the messages say? For management to Chiak. Subject resupply quest. Thank you for submitting a request of help me. Quantity 1. Your request is being processed and you will be notified if approved. Audio transmission was recorded while the system was being rebooted. The file is corrupted, but an attempted transcription is below. Static, something, system admin, Winway. If her problems, PD problems, net reboot station, transmission lost. That made no sense to me whatsoever. Great, thank you. Undeliverable. From mail server to me. Undeliverable, my angels. The email system was unable to deliver this message. Okay. Before me you stand, your lifeless bodies waiting, my poor dead angels. What the hell was... Yo, check character in this game. What the hell were you writing? Is anything wrong with the lounge? Okay. Media control. Oh. What was the video, though? That's what I want to know. Okay. My question is... Okay, well, first things first, Jesus. If I knock that down, it's gonna knock this down. I really want to knock it down. Oh, hello. Can I knock it down? David Richardson B. Okay, hold on. Shush. No, come on. What is this? No. Come on. Yes. Yes. Go. I said go. You're going way too slowly. My God, this is... this isn't... What is that? This isn't as exciting as I thought it would be. Okay. I am disappointed. So... Oh, look at that! It makes a face. Okay, that makes way more sense now. Can I? Oh, wait. Is it gonna go? Oh, it does go. Oh my god, it... Neat. Even if it's very slow. The slowest thing I've ever seen. This is more exciting. Going for a twofer. That one's done? Yeah, okay. Okay. Unfortunately, this one did not complete. Okay. Since you failed me, you can, Oh my god. No. There we go. I wish it was a bit faster. Just watching this slowly. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Well, there we go. So which of the overhead lights supposedly is not working? And how do we get a video file going? Is there a way I can correct anything? Oh wait. Slide 2 lesson learned text not found. Slide 3 keep moving. Was it other firsts, okay? Slide map not found. CRFE. Thank a tree. Oh, the plant. Is there anything, a plate? Books, more books. Okay, I didn't actually... Because we just looked at the one thing, but we didn't look at the other stuff. I can pick up this. Fire hydrant. Okay, I can't look at anything more there. This is the kitchen. What's this towards? Nothing. I can go to the kitchen. Okay. Can I load anything with these? Administrator... Oh, load disk. How do I load disk? Wait. Okay, hold on. Where did I load the disk? I don't understand. Where does anything go? This didn't open before. Okay, hold on. Davidson, I had to put you down here. I realized, what is this? What is this? What is that? Okay. These are just sticky notes, I see. Though, does the color code have anything to do with anything? Yellow. Colin Hardash. Oh! That's how you... What the... Commissary Disbursement Manager, Block BD1. Archie found out. Gorman panicked, of course, because that's what Gorman does. I fed him one of my beer chits to shut up and take an extra early nap. Not the permanent kind. I'm not a monster, no matter what you might think of me by now. Rigging the Horizon thing, that was an obvious move. Letting me know about it? That was stupid. Archie was getting soft for this old kid. I felt bad for turning him in for all of about 10 seconds. Yeah, he put me where I am, and yeah, I've been enjoying the perks, but Archie thinks he can keep me appeased with short-term benefits, and baby, I'm in this for the long haul. And I do mean haul. Lieutenant Urelli agreed to my terms almost immediately. She knows my file, and more importantly, she knows who Archie is reputed to be. The Shadow Man, the last great underground broker on this ship, and I gave him up on a silver plate platter. She was practically drooling. I made sure Gorman was taken care of. His record will be completely expunged on arrival, and he'll get back all of his original territory, plus a few acres besides. I take care of my friends. I could have asked for anything I wanted, but just between you and me, not living under Archie's thumb anymore was reward enough. I thought he lived by the same code I did. You take advantage of those who deserve it and leave the suckers and the saps out of it. What he did to that kid, no one deserves that. He's a menace, and he's cracking. I don't know where he is. Ureli's got me pretty well locked down. I even get my own escort now. One of them isn't exactly hard on the eyes. Fringe benefits, but hey, I'll take it. I'm rambling because I'm nervous, excited, and not a little afraid. Archie doesn't have many friends left here, but I've got the feeling that he's going to go violently. This is Dreamer 3. Oh, that just plopped down onto the ground. Okay. So load this one. Okay, former water sewage engineer, New Yolanda, final personal log. We are here, all three of us. Little Danius arrived a little later than the rest of us. The first child born on New Yolanda. New Yondella. I'm happy to say both he and Tanya are doing just fine. He's got his mother's looks and his father's gassiness. That's pretty okay. It's beautiful here, as beautiful as I'd hoped and more. The mountains are all soft and angry at once, and the lake is this spectacular shade of green and blue. I went out one night to my little hovel, just sat right in the middle of it while Tanya slept, watching the reflection of the moons off its surface and crying for no good reason. Just happy to be alive and kicking on this great big new world. We're home. Okay. Okay, first off, this is gonna bug me, so we're just gonna. Alright. You don't have anything for media control. I'm not sure what more I can do. Maybe if is there something I could actually see from if I, keep clear. Not really. Doesn't tell me anything, though super cool, honestly, with the post-it notes. The ones that we have right there. No! Okay. I'm assuming at some point I will find... Okay. Okay. Power system. Okay, all systems within specification. Please run system check back in 30 days. Log any issues. Message unread. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome to the Verde Station kitchen. Standard meals will be supplied for future missions, but this beta voyage is limited to pre-prepared liquid food substitutes. You have been provided enough bottles for your entire year aboard the ship. One bottle contains enough nutrients for a single day. You may ingest the contents at will, but please monitor your intake. A few supplement bottles have been stored in the lower refrigerator cabinets. Feel free to use the meal warmer to heat each bottle. Okay. That's it. Is anything wrong with the... Interesting. What does this read? Where your rights as an employee in your association with... Excuse me, I was reading that. Can you globally harmonize... How is anyone supposed to read this so quickly? Galaxy-wide initiative. Okay, so this is some weird... I mean, there's so much text. It's like, how do you expect someone to read this so quickly? Okay, this is back to the greenhouse. Oh, what's this? Got cleaner. Unless we need a cleaner, I don't see a reason why. I'm hoping, like, what I'm really hoping for thus far is like... Oh, that's okay. Food alternative. Okay, so that's the liquid. So I'm kind of curious if we do the... What's 4? Haha! One bottle has been distributed. Okay. Color added. Why would they add color? Serving size 1/3 bottle. 1/3 bottle oil blend? What? Okay, well. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. Okay, let's see if I can put it back. There we go. Look at that. It's refrigerated nice and... Can I? Oh, curiosity. How long can that thing keep going? Meal distributed, non-functional. I guess that's just to test things. Well, that's to warm it. Okay. Well, it's functioning, so. Oh. I actually. Okay. Well, everything's working. All right. No, I was trying to... Well, that sucks. How do I put it down? I was trying to... There's no way to put it down without throwing it down. Oh, what the... Okay. Enzyme cleaner. Biodegradable solution. Medical grade. Washable. Unfortunately, okay. Clean spas and hot tub jets. So if I need to clean something... Yeah, unfortunately, like, I was trying to... Oh wait, it says no broken bottles. Never mind. Can I call for a cleaner? Can I call for a cleaner? Distribute meal. Anything wrong with the kitchen? Well, everything's grand. I can go back to the greenhouse if I so choose to. Where is this? Okay, and this is literally just the door, but right behind the... Okay. Interesting. Huh. Let's open. Great. I can't go in there. Do I have to, like, use the system check in order to... Oh, you don't even open all the way. Huh. Okay. Okay, I can't go into the food storage at the current moment. Not that there's any food anyway, we just have the liquid substitute. Still, there's no point to me using the administrative terminal. I'm very sad about this. It's like, I was trying to like put it down and then open up this so I can throw it away, but apparently that is not the case. But everything is working. Anything in here? I'm gonna try to look. See if there's anything I can find. I still haven't found something that could like potentially uncrank the fix the water valve in the greenhouses, since some of them are stuck on clothes. I don't know, let's just read this again. It's a washable, it's sporable, cleanable, cleans hot tubs. Yeah. Unless I need this for something, I'm not sure what I can use it for. And then I can't pick this up. My bad. Alright, back to the greenhouse we go. So, thus far, the only problem, I guess, would be that one overhead light in the lounge, and then the greenhouse. I can't open... Well... So... I thought that was a person. That's just a computer. Should I assume that we're in a simulation, then? Was that light always there like that? Huh, okay. Are some of these plants like this? Wait, did the plants grow? Am I just matching things? Yeah, I just don't remember this plant being like that. Oh, what the hell? There's just... Was this always here? Please wake up. Oh. I'm busy. What in the hell is this? I know, calm down. Oh, more cleaner solution. Property of Chuck. Pillows. What's back there, though? This does not look like a closet. Okay. Oh wait, all my books have been moved around. Oh, well, okay, well, fine, whatever. Good morning. How's it good morning already? I have one unread message. Checking in. Hello, Chuck. Comfortable? Good. Please continue to enjoy your time on Verde Station. However, don't forget to keep reporting any issues that may occur. Your feedback is vital to improvement operational and technical systems for the future, and if a change in your mental state occurs, be sure to log it at the terminal. Okay. How do I log that? No one told me this. Mental check required. Quarters check. Okay. Is anything wrong with your quarters? A door issue, storage issue, plumbing issue, mental state change. I don't know about the plumbing. Oh. Okay. I mean, technically I've already checked it, so whatever. This beautiful space. I'm gonna put everything if I can. I can't grab this. Oh, I can grab this. Never mind. Never mind. I never actually looked inside here, so I don't know if they changed or not. Excuse me. Like, if they go behind the thing, I'm not going to be bothered by it. Can I pick up the pillows? I want more pillows. No? How dare you. You give me the options, but I can't take those options. I wonder if what happens if I say, like, there's a storage issue. Plumbing issue, mental state change. Okay, what is the mental check? Okay. Picture a horse in your mind. Well, now it's white. What shape do you prefer? Still the triangle. Oh, how would you describe the color of the ocean? Deep blue. Horse was standing still this time. You're in a hallway with two doors. One to the left and one to the end of hall. Both doors are open. Yes? If following you find yourself completely alone, you would seek out other survivors. Cleanliness. Okay, which part of the mountain would you like to be? Peak. Massive storm is quickly approaching. After taking the test, you feel the same. Okay. Okay. It's very... I guess, technically, once I go back in here, it's like 30 days have changed. Oh. What is this? Okay. We just have a... Oh, okay. Anything else? You know one thing I've never seen? Does my shower work? I can't check. I can check everything else but that. Alright, we're just gonna go then. Oh wait. I didn't finish this. Form again, administrator terminal. I haven't found anything to do anything there. Eden, Olivia. Okay, this has definitely changed. I don't recall these post-it notes here. Oh, the books are here as well. Molly. Davy? Alice. So I'm assuming by like doing the mental health checks and stuff that that's what's causing the change, and like that's what's causing the change for things to react to me. This is still closed, so I can't do anything about it. What the? Let me through. Okay, the books are now placed here. Well, time to do a system check anyway. Oh, there's like... What? Excuse me. What's a... There we go. Don't put it on the plant. Alright. Unread message. Just a friendly reminder to please be careful when porting issues through this and other terminals. All data collected from your beta will be used to determine future production. In particular, the catastrophic failure report should only be selected during a true emergency. Wait, did I pick that? I don't remember picking that. I don't remember picking that. Okay. K48. Error 1B, multiple water valves closed. Which, I'm going to assume it's the same water valves. And actually, maybe I should be paying attention because to see if any of them like change. There's names here. I'm sorry, plants, but I'm not going to remember your names. That's just the way it is. Yeah. So like this one here is closed, though it seems to be doing fine. What's your name? Sam. Sam is, we'll see how Sam does later. Not that I'm going to remember which one you are. Open. Actually, can I mark it? If I use these books to mark which ones are... Sorry, you. No? Which one? How did I lose it already? Okay. This one? And let's see, because depending on where I place these books, I want to see if it changes. Since this, it's like, I don't know, it's making so far it's making it look like that someone is here with me. And I don't know if that's the option because I chose I'm not afraid of being alone. And so they put someone in with me to mess around, who knows? Or maybe this is just the way the game is. But I mean, in terms of game, I don't really know how much gameplay you could say there is so far. I'm probably just going through, when I'm going through these areas way too slowly. As I take a look at everything with a, try to look at everything with a careful eye. Open. This one's closed. Double check. I never actually tried to open it again. Assuming that I can. Alright. Last one. Or not last one, but let's continue on. I don't know if I checked these ones yet, but yeah, I have a book there, so that should be fine. I remember you being closed, but Open. Open. I can't see. This is open. This is open. This is closed. Okay. It's the very last one. You get a book as well. I still do not know. There's a code back there. I don't know what the... There we go. Oh my god, you can barely see it. Here we go. There we go. I don't know all your names, but I'll be honest. I'm sorry, Alice, but I just don't care. Yeah, like there's that blinking in the distance there. Just because. Can't go anywhere else. Okay. And we still have this key code, this thing up here. But I don't know what the code could be. I'm not sure if hi regulator, but I'm not sure if I could call this a puzzle game. So the premise of this game is that we have to we ourselves have to explore and figure out the story, but it's based on how our interactions or what we're doing. The game is going to change around us. I mean, so far I'm not sure if this is something. I feel like it's something you're meant to do multiple run-throughs, but... Okay, we already did anything. Is there anything wrong? Not much, no. Anything water-related? Leak, contaminant. How do you know if there's a contaminant? That's my thing. Like, am I supposed to be I guess I'm supposed to be more cautiously looking to see if there's leak and stuff. I'm just very curious of whether the ones we marked with that we can't open the valves. One, because suddenly all the trees have names. Someone else's, I'm going to assume, is on the ship. And I'm very curious. It's because I wrote, I'm not afraid of being alone. It's like, really? Okay then. Then how about alone with knowing that there's my mess that I accidentally made? Alright. Food storage is not yet available. Wait, where's the thing is gone. There's supposed to be a computer in here. What? Okay then. And now all the food is gone. Leave my mess, but... What the hell? You even took the cleaner? Oh, that's not right. Did someone throw it all out? Wait, even all the plates are gone too. I turn this on with nothing inside. Well, that's still working, even though I can't really use it. Oh, Jesus. And then again, that dot in the distance. Does it mean anything? I do believe, I mean, because at one point the space outside flickered that we are just in some sort of weird simulation. I tried to read this, it's way too fast to read. So loud. We're gonna open that again. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, there's nothing inside. Alright, so for whatever reason, the system check thing in here is gone. Let's go to the lounge. It's not opening for me. Okay, interesting. Let's go back. Guess. Oh. Wait, nothing's opening up for me now. What? Is there... I mean, like, I have no idea... I have no idea what sort of command I can implement, right? The only thing is, like, the help command, which, unless I actually know what I'm doing... Oh. CMD. If you're not an administrator, all commands are case sensitive. I don't know. Have I seen anything that so I can know what type of command I can run? Run C... I already wrote run CMD, right? Huh? What else can I do? Besides look at... Huh. We have a combination thing here, which I do not know how to interact with as of yet. Okay, interesting. So for whatever reason, I cannot get into the lounge, and I cannot... I can get into the kitchen, but... the thing has been taken away from me. That's it. What the hell is the point of this? Like, why have this be able to come up and down? Why do you need to stop someone from going out? Okay, let's just do the system check again. Okay, power. He's doing the water check. And I won't be able to squeeze through when it opens the door. I already know that from doing the food storage one. What the hell is... Is it you? Or is that... Oh no, that was probably the computer itself. My bad. Huh. Everything's functional. Yes, I know everything's in multiple closed positions, but I can't do anything about it. Is there anything wrong? Artificial gravity? I did not click catastrophic failure, but it's telling me that I did. I clicked artificial gravity by accident. Deceased plant life? Again, the trees are fine. Like, should I take this grass to be plants? What is this supposed to be? That's my question. Okay. Also, so I want to see if Jacob changes. Also, how do you know if something's contaminated? I have all these questions that I don't know how to do my job. Like water related, I mean the leak will be easy to see. Low or no pressure. I mean, I guess if you're watching each zone for running water, contaminants, who knows? Deceased. A plant died. Because all these are trees, right? I've not seen a plant at all. So that's the thing I'm very confused about. Oh, so why are you? Okay. Well, I guess let's just go back to the kitchen. I feel like I also should be checking to see if more post-it notes have wandered about. I'm very, the thing that kind of freaks me out here is the fact that the screen is gone. I really hate that my mess is still there and I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. Okay, and then for whatever reason, we can't enter the lounge. I'm gonna assume maybe it's because I started messing with whoever was sleeping there, all of their stuff. What I don't understand is how come they took my cleaning stuff? Okay. What do they need that for? We're gonna leave now. I don't know what else I could possibly do. I was under the impression that there would be like a bigger area to explore, but so far, not much. Frowny face. Why the frowny face? Yeah. So look at that. Like this was not here before. This was over. The smiley face was over there. But how do I get to the lounge? Let me in. So, did the day change again? Like, if I go back to the main computer, is it going to be like, oh, all the books are back in order. Look at that. Keep moving. Previous test stations... But no, let me read it. Stop doing that. Fully automated meal system, solo station, custom. All it takes for a healthier you is 10,000 steps a day. That just means 25 times around the station. Do we actually do that? Thank a tree today. Okay. Anything else I should know? Previous test station include exercise rooms, but were rarely used. Should I actually, like, attempt to go through 25 times throughout the entire thing? We also, okay. Content error. Hey Chuck, I wasn't able to preload this terminal with video content for your beta test. If any ships are going near Glias 832C next year, I'll have them drop off a few video reels for you. But you should have plenty of books to keep you busy in the meantime. Have a good year. Okay. This is from Jeff. Alright. Wait, it says I have... No, I've been here before. Don't tell me that I've not been here before. I've read this, haven't I? Haven't I? Okay, all the post-it notes are cleared up. There's a ton more post-it notes. I saw that. Wow. What the... I'm sorry. These pencils are huge! What in the world? This is massive! Anything wrong with the lounge? And then I'm gonna assume, yeah, the bedroll that was back there. Can I turn this off? No, I can't? Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So if I do actually try to go like 25 times around, what is the game gonna do about it? Okay, run again. There's no more discs to load. I'm gonna double check, but I don't think there's anything else in here besides a ton of post-it notes and some pencils. Okay, to the kitchen. Yeah, look at it. My thing is back. What the hell is going on? Hold on. Food. The food is still gone. Okay. The cleaners are back, except for one of them. Suspicious. Okay, system check. So if I go back to the plant area... Okay. Well. Oh, message. Update bottle protocol. First, thanks for your feedback. Based on your comments, future stations will not use glass bottles given their fragility. It's because I broke one. For the remainder of your stay, see the updated bottles protocol. Do not throw full or empty bottles. Carefully place used bottles in the waste chute. How do you do that, though? Do not place broken bottle pieces in the waste chute. I can't even do that. Do not attempt to remove broken pieces. They will be removed after your stay. Okay. It's definitely responding to what I was trying to do last time. How do you put it in? Well, this is like before, where I just have to go up to it and the action will be done. Or I keep thinking I need to like... Okay. Let's check. Okay, got my meal is distributed. No. No. You know, it's amazing that I didn't break this without... There we go. Let's warm this up. Let's open this beforehand. All my plates are back. Just realized there's this. I can't click it. Never mind. God, this thing is taking forever to warm up. In the meantime, off into the distance again, that red dot. Can't trust it. Let's eat. Okay. Just drink. Had our food substance. God, this take forever. Okay, how do you not throw this in? It just breaks automatically. What do you mean? First off, you said not to use glass anymore. That's clearly glass. Well... Well, they're gonna like, we told you not to throw the glass. I'm like, well, stop giving me glass bottles. You even said in your report. But no. Okay. Right. Well, is there anything wrong with the kitchen? Warming, not functioning, meal distributor, non-functional. Nope, everything's functioning just fine. To the greenhouse we shall go. Oh my god. Okay, so like... Oh, dead tree. Are you one of the... Oh! plants. That we do have... Hey, wait a minute. Where's the water? What? I'm assuming the books that I had placed... Wait a minute. Angel. Okay, so like the books I had placed to try to like... See, am I supposed to be taking... What the... Holy sh... That... Okay. That scared me. Info... Oh. Info CMD equals help CMD. Restart CMD defrag format. HCF CMD. See, that just makes me curious. HCF CMD. DR CMD with a question mark. Which means that we should try. Okay. Okay, so either way, I can denote dead trees. Is there anything new up here? Nothing's changed. Okay, like an entire thing is missing now. Alright. Power? What do you mean power system failure? Now it's stuck on open. Well, huh. Okay, we can grab... Oh, I can pick up the dead branch. What can I do with that? Can I mean, that's not working anymore. Okay. Either way, let's go to the lounge. What the? Wait, can I not? Okay. Can I go to the kitchen though? No, it's blocked off now. Huh? I really hate these things just following me around. Okay, well, everything is busted apart. Like, what the hell is that? Was there anything else here? Just books? Just more books. Oh, were they like... Okay, they were using the books to stand on the chair. Okay. Well, let's just take this with us then. Never stop moving. Never stop moving. Let's just say never stop moving. Yeah. Verde Station. up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Password sequence F. Just seeing if there's... Okay. Things are happening. Who wrote this? Haha, my food is here. Yeah, so I feel like I definitely would have missed something. Oh, now this is not green anymore. Because I didn't go back all the way. So I'm guessing like time is passing, but then it's just, to us, it looks like one continuous flow. I just realized. What was here before? Something was clearly dragged out. Why solo? Jeff. Oh, so. Oh, I was thinking like maybe this was hiding something, but nope. Actually, I didn't read these other post-it notes. Boring. Find more stickies. Also boring. Okay. It just all says the mental stability. Please answer. Honestly, keep in mind there are no answers. There are no answers. Oh, it changed now. Being alone, being murky, falling. What's being murky? Picture a horse in your mind. What color is it? Galloping, square, yes, no. Well, it was galloping, so I'll give it that. What shape do you prefer? The peak, bask in the silence, triangulation. Triangulation? It's because it's closest to triangle. How would you gallop the color? How would you gallop the color of the ocean? Dead. Supplies. What the hell's this? Gleese 832C blank. I'm just gonna choose blank. The horse from question 2 was multicolored. It was black and white. But you are in a horse with 2 doors, okay? One to the left and one at the end of the hall. Both doors are murky. You see a key on the floor in front of you. Do you pick it up? Cleanliness, mud. Mud. Select one of the following. If, following a cataclysmic event, you found yourself completely alone, first you would bask in the silence. I would bask. Yes. Bask. One of the following. When it rains, you think of blank, galloping, rebirth. I think of galloping. At which part of a mountain would you like to be? The airlock, the midpoint, the peak? A massive storm is quickly approaching. We can do nothing. After taking this test, you feel... worse? Thank you, please stand by. Your profile is NWO. Check MCD. Hey, no! No! I never got to write down... Did they say MCD? Oh, it's back. Okay. 4. Volume C, drive C has no labels. Volume serial number, directory. 7. Could not load all sectors. Okay. What would can do we dare? H, C, F, CMD. Damn it. Okay. What about... No. Oh, I have to go back. Okay. Check CMD. This says CMD, right? Initial outlook, pensive. Likelihood to go outside of boundaries high. Warning, check is spontaneous. May not be able to last a full year. Monitor closely. The station resident is beginning to show signs of breaking. Okay. Well then. Okay. I'm not done yet, so... Reboot CMD? Can I try that? No. Reboot CMD. Yes. Okay. Okay, well. Mental stability test mental stability, test mental test. Wait. Okay, whatever. We're going out, we're gonna... Actually, can I turn this on? Error! Images for check based on Q7, the event. Errors, files not found. Abstract marbles, abstract purple haze, data lines, plant life, box maze, triangle wood. Okay. Are you still the same things? Never stop moving? Just keep swimming, Oh, what's that say? That just says never stop moving. Oh! Hi! Well. Wonderful. Oh! Our terminal's still broken. More trees are dead, though. Hello. Wait, do they all just say angel now? They do. That thing is still running. Oh my god. This is a waste of water. Well, these plants are still alive. I don't know about anything else. Can I interact with that? No? Okay. No. It's just like, can I break it? Just let me break it. I guess let's just... You know what? I'm just gonna keep... I have this piece of wood with me. We're just gonna keep it with us, I guess. This is forever broken. Let's see, log. I want to... Sorry, I just need to get away from that water. I still don't have a code for this. Alright. Anything change? Keep moving. Oh. You can see it. Now, is the red dot in the kitchen the same red dot that we see? You can actually see the... You can see the seam in the thing. Can I throw this in the garbage chute? I'm curious. Oh! It's a smiley face. Hold on. And the disc. Brianna Mathers. Anything in here? More pencils? Well, no. Just, I mean, there's the one book, but... Okay, hold on. Just put this down here. Listen, they made the smiley face, so let's just keep it there. lights just... The light's not turning back on? Or wait, or they're testing... If you're watching a movie, you keep the lights off, right? Okay. Thanks. Assuming we still don't have a video to go through. Yeah. Okay. We do have this, no video files back. Okay, go away, please. Cannot believe I've been playing this for almost 2 hours. Do I dare? 3. Okay. Either way, no music, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. No messages. Administrator terminal. There we go. Oh, it took me forever just to try to get that in. So maybe this... I'm still trying to figure out, like, how it's supposed to properly throw away the glass. Maybe I just need to angle myself right? Brianna Mathers, veterinarian assistant, block DC2, private log. They took them in the middle of a mass sleep shift. Crafty. Our precision captain no doubt came up with that one. I'm so sick of his smiling face plastered all over every screen. I'm so sick of all of this. They took them to avoid riots and told us in small, manageable numbers, like we're children who need our hands held. They've got a point, though. No doubt some of the loonies would have tried to search the docking station. I wanted just as bad as everyone else. I wanted out just as bad as everyone else, but there will be more chances. It's the worst kept secret on the ship, that we're actively communicating with whoever these people are. Whatever. I want off now. We know faster travel's possible now, so why are we even still on this thing? Dinner with Dado today. I think he's going to ask to live together when we land. Ugh, no. Can't hardly stand to look at him anymore. He's so earnest. He's like a balding little puppy right underfoot. The thought of having to wake up next to him for the rest of my life makes me gag a little. Okay, it makes me gag a lot. Still, I think I can bleed him just a little more. He gave me one of his beer chits during the Horizon celebration. Just gave it to me, like it was jewelry. Yeah, when he left for his sleep shift, I sold it to the landing supplier. Got a small fortune out of it, too. Let's just say my pool slide wet bar will now be a thing of beauty. Security's been bumped up, like they aren't nosing around all the times anyways. One of them asked me point blank if I've been supplying to the Archie guy that's been running loose. Do I look that stupid? Every pill is moderate here. Besides, you want a pick-me-up on this heap? There are easier, more legit ways to get it. Makes me wonder if No knows it was involved. I wouldn't put it past the stupid idiot. Mom called too. She's living in BA with the Ava specialist. I wonder what con she used to sucker him in. Okay. We're just gonna put it there. There we go. Anything else? Would I boot this terminal for any reason? I mean, there's nothing else we can look at. It's just still gonna say the same thing, right? Okay. Is there anything wrong with the lounge? Oh wait. Did we actually hear music play, now that I think about it? Oh, yeah, music's playing. Okay, that's fine. Video issue? Oh, I think that's a response to what in terms of like my messages, content error. This is from Jeff. VS 400L1. Okay, there's really nothing else, so let's... Where's my stick? Alright, to the kitchen. If we can get there. Anything... Hi? You're still here? You're sort of still here? This part's still okay. Hey, do you... Haha, okay, sorry, I just had to see. Oh, the plants. Wait. The food storage opens now. And there's books. And the, what? The... okay. I don't want to pick up the knife. No, thank you. No, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. Is my glass still in there? Yeah. You know, once I figure out how to properly put in that glass... Does it work anymore? Is there anything wrong with the kitchen? Oh. Yeah, I can't use this at all now. Hilarious. Okay, I just need my... Give me my stick back, thank you. Alright. Now... Oh! It did take it! It took the stick! Ah! Okay. I thought I couldn't put it in, but I actually did. Can I put the knife away? Not quite what I was aiming for. I was like, can I stack all of them in there? Again, not quite. Fine. Fine. Make me do this. Okay, food storage. We've never gone into here before. Just gonna randomly... Oh my god. Gotta eat. So, what is wrong with this door? Let me see. I can. Oh, wait. Why? There's more? Hold on. Okay, so we have Amber OS CMD, Green OS, Blue OS. And then there's a red, yellow, purple. Okay. Oh my god, that door. You know what? At this point, I'm just gonna throw it in the sink. Because I don't know where else to put this. Hey, it didn't break. Out of curiosity, can I just like... Hey, it didn't break. I figured it out. Now if I open it... It's gone. Okay. Okay, good. We can still get through here. Emergency exit. It all just enters through here. Not worth reading. Glass. Control room. Okay. Testing. Operational. Water system. Operational. Air system. Low specifications. Great. Computer system. And man, if you tell me this is operational... Okay, there we go. Please reboot the VS400 mainframe from this terminal immediately. If the error persists, contact your system administrator. How come the systems are all different? Because I'm pretty sure the one above, it was VS400, but then these... Were these the same? Was it? I can't remember. Is anything wrong with the station? What? Oh my god. There we go. See, as I was saying, what's the sunset? Okay, Sunset Lake is ugly. What is that? Why would anyone go for that? Mossy Mountain, interesting. I'm not sure how this conveys space. Purple Haze. Huh? This is Purple Haze. Clear Night. The sea blue again is... I do like the sea blue. Okay, interesting. Kitchen. Kitchen module. Is there anything wrong with the station? Let's see. The greenhouse. Everything's breaking down. The lounge is okay. Food storage, control room, airlock. Full station reboot required. Okay, what is... Let's see the... So we have Amber... Oh, shoot. No. Which is first capital. Amber OS CMD. Oh, it changes the... Okay. Interesting, it just changes the color. Okay. Warning, all non-essential functions will be offline during the reboot. Unexpected results may occur. Well, let's check out... Never mind. Okay, if I press 2... Oh, now it won't let me leave. Well, fine. Okay, you won't be that way. Yes. Look at that. Shutting down all non-essential systems. Just about to say, can I leave now? Okay. Do I make my escape? Okay, here we go. I see a path down there. Oh, come on, let me leave. Does that lead anywhere? That just exit, enter, out? The airlock? Oh. Oh, whoa. Someone's... Wow. Okay, also, my frame rate's getting rather jittery. So someone has, like, been trying to figure this out. They're starting all the way from 0. Wait. Oh, I thought that actually mentioned something. Nope. Ooh. The screens outside is actually causing quite a bit of lag. Yeah, man, they're trying to get through... sequentially get through all the numbers, which, again, it's like... So I can't get out this way. Oh, wait. So, how do I get out? That's the question for me. There's the system control. Entire thing is rebooting at the moment. Okay. I mean, I went out, but now... It's not like I know the code. Unless I'm going to go down there and everything's going to change. Oh, God. Oh! There's like... Yeah, this broken glass here. See from up there. More broken glass. Right? Oh no, just books. Oh, there's a journal here. Oh, it's the same thing I saw before. Info equals help CMD, restart, format, reboot. Direct to DMC. I already tried that, right? It's not like I can do anything else. Also, was that always there? I don't know, unless it literally wants me to try 0452. 0452. It is. It literally was that. Oh, because that's them getting out, I'm assuming? Or supposedly getting out. It's very loud. Okay, excuse me as I, like, literally have to take my earphones off. It's very noisy. Thank you. Okay, God. Out into space. Goodbye. Interesting. What was the point then? If we were in a testing facility, that's in the testing facility. Oh, I'm assuming they were there to retrieve us, maybe? Well, we're dead anyway. Goodbye. Loading bay. Okay, Verde Station. Interesting. So... Okay, I was like, well, what's happening here? And so, to my understanding, like... Resume from checkpoint. Yeah, we already tried that, right? Player connection config file. Volume serial number is 32. So in the way to my, like, technically if you do different things, multiple playthroughs might get you different results. I'm not sure about that, but... Huh? It's taking my Steam friend count. AKA the number of people that are just randomly friendly on Steam. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I always present myself as offline just because even though I'm online, I'm doing other stuff. I will be truthful about that. So yeah, sometimes if you send a message, I will receive them at some point if I'm online. But don't look online. It's hilarious. I really like the fact that it just straight up tells us what the username is. What is HC? Okay, let's go back. HCFCMD. Are you sure you want to run the command halt and catch fire? Huh. Copyright Duelboot. Yeah. I mean, if I was resumed from checkpoint, I'm very curious what that is. Ah. Can we exit out from this point? That's one thing I want to know. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So, and I can't leave. So no matter what, it's like we're pretty much meant to end up here. Now, the one thing I'm trying to understand at the moment is What was the point of the floppy disks or anything? Oh, you can actually see. Yeah, that looks weird. That looks weird. Oh, HCF. Sorry, HCF. CMD. Actually, I never actually took a look what was happening there. Okay. So I'll probably just go through the thing again, but... Can I not interact with this? Oh, here we go. So, like, I'm clearly not understanding what some of the stories... Contact your system administrator. Is anything wrong with the station? Is anything wrong with the station? Just click it. Everything is wrong. Everything's going wrong. Everything is horrendous and terrible. There we go. We've logged. Everything is going wrong. I mean, it's not like I can do anything else. I already tried going back, right? Oh, did I not? Whoops, my bad. Yes. I meant yes. I want to see... I want to see if I can see what that is. Most likely it's just like the actual screen's glitching. So I mean, the real question for me is, yeah, I remember doing this. Like, I couldn't go back up. Yeah. So I'm curious, like, could I have ignored... I mean, I'm assuming all the... You know what's really sad for me? I put the tree branch down the chute. Oh. Ah, that didn't break. There we go. Satisfaction. Okay. Glass. Oh, it's just open now. Okay, so that little thing was all the way over there. Either way, we can... I think the only end to this game is shunting ourselves out the airlock. I'm assuming by, like, the questionnaire thing, depending on our answers, our experience might change, but I'm not sure... I'm not sure if I... like, how much that's really gonna matter. Like, if we say our greatest... It was like, the first thing we're gonna do is search for supplies. Yeah. If we're gonna say that the thing we're gonna do is search for supplies... Oh my god, I cannot... It's lagging hard when it's getting to this area. Then, like, we're gonna find maybe less food, or the trees are gonna die sooner. Like, I'm kind of curious I'm curious, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I would want to play through the experience again. I'm not sure how much it matters. I don't know if the story in this is compelling enough. Because the weird part is you have people talking to each other, or you have floppy disks with people's experiences and stuff. But I just don't know how much that matters at all. Like, what's the point of it? Why do we have these floppy disks of people about their commander and them trying to one up on each other, get by in life, that type of stuff? What's the point of it? Okay, 0452. Okay, so I'm gonna shut myself off the airlock again before help arrives. I mean, I don't know, could you just run through this? If I go through without doing any system check, is that actually possible? There's nothing else. Nothing else in here? Bye. Oh, hello. There's I didn't see that before. I didn't notice that. There's a galaxy all the way over there. Now, didn't this... Oh, is that what that blinking red dot was before? Because from the kitchen, you could see a blinking red dot. So again, it's like, what were they testing here? This is a beta test of a system, which apparently our character didn't know that we were inside the simulation, though that simulation was it was taking place in outer space. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's just see. Let's see if I change my answers and stuff. Does the experience change in some way? Because... doing training... I don't think I'll be able to exit out until, right? Yes, VS, blah blah, press enter to begin. Check 2. 1. Okay. Let's see. Being confined. You know what? Let's just press 2 throughout this entire thing. I don't care. Search for supplies. When it rains, you think of mud. At what point of the mountain would you like to be? Oh, so that is the video outside changing. The midpoint. I'm going to run to my car. Taking this test, you feel worse. Your profile is now complete. Okay. Okay. Out of curiosity. Duties and responsibilities. Enjoy your downtime. Retake profile test every 30 days. Okay, so no matter what. Oh, interesting. And so now we start off with the hazy red. Oh, and my red pillow. I never actually looked in here before. Can I? No, I want to close. I want to close all of them. Every single one. We're gonna close every single one. Being absolutely chaotic here. So that passcode. You know what? All of them are probably like... I want to see. I want to see what changes may take place, if anything. They say there's going to be changes, but based on how I'm acting. Okay. Okay, I've closed all of them. Is there ones I can close here? No, not that I can see. These plants are going to die because I say so. What are the chances that 0, 4, 5... It's just open. Can we jettison ourselves out already? I'm very curious. Can we just like literally just eat ourselves out right away? Oh, BS. I closed all of them. Don't tell me... Let's go! Oh, I can't. It's hilarious that I can open this up right away. Now that I know what the code is. And apparently the code is the same no matter what. Okay, is there anything wrong? Water related. Okay. This is the let's destroy everything, I guess. Okay, first things first. Let's quickly turn off the music. Media control. Music. Stop. What did it say? There's an option. Is this gonna still say keep clear? Yeah. I just realized I can't. I don't know, is this gonna be like I ignore everything? Okay. Anything change? Come on. Check to CMD. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. HC. Oh. No. HCF CMD. I don't get what this is supposed to be doing. Okay. Is anything wrong with the lounge? Okay. So I just go through, blah blah blah, test kitchen. Okay. 3, kitchen, 0. Just say I read it all. Anything wrong with the kitchen, meal distribution. Alright, let's just run through. Got nothing else to report. I want to see, is there actually... Oh, it changed. It closed back up. Look at that. Did I already do the system check? Oh, it's already... We're already back in the, like, the next... I don't know if it's changed. It looks like the same thing as before, honestly. If I do catastrophic issue, catastrophic failure. We are sorry there has been a catastrophic failure of the station. This is a beta voyage, so some issues are to be expected. If there is a cargo ship docked, please board it now. If a ship is not currently docked, please use the nearest emergency exit. Distress beacon. Distress beacon has been sent. Thank you. Okay. I mean... Honestly, the thing here is that... Does check CMD exist yet? I want to see. 0. Four. Pensive optimistic. Likelihood to go outside is somehow high but also somehow low at the same time. Spontaneous individualistic. May not be able to last closely monitor. Residence has been progressing well so far. Okay. Okay, well anyway, we're gonna go back to catastrophic failure. Can we not? Maybe I can't. Maybe I have to like reverse it. Take it off and stuff. Okay. So maybe I couldn't go through the catastrophic failure because... Maybe I couldn't go through the door because I put the catastrophic failure. It's still the same. Like, this hasn't really changed. I'm not seeing what may have changed or not. Mental check. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Initial outlook optimistic, likelihood to go outside the boundaries low. Wording Chiak 2 is individualistic, may not last a full year. Checking in. Please continue to your time. However, don't forget to keep reporting any issues that may occur. Your feedback is vital. Okay. Where did my red... Oh, the red pill got used. I see. Okay. So we go back. It's an unhappy face. The trees are still here, even though I turned off everything. That's still open. Oh wait, we've already run it, that's why. Because technically, time has changed. Okay, everything's cleaned up. Why is there so much lag suddenly? Makes no sense. So, again, I'm trying to see if there's any differences, but so far, the same system environments are changing. The one thing that is different would be content error. One, just say I've read these, so to put it away. Media control, load disk. Anything wrong? Nothing. Okay. Done here. Now, are we gonna go... No! Okay. Wait. So it hasn't gone away yet, maybe. Close that. Okay. Again, just checking. They put check 3? My god. Back. Still individualistic. Unlikely. So I'm assuming the likelihood to go outside boundaries is because the last run through, I went onto the glass platform. Where this time I'm just like going about doing the duties, blah 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 blah. Okay. I still got individualistic, which... Oh, what? Whoops. Okay. Wait, what's this? Interesting. And it still gives me this message even though I have not interacted with the bottle in any way. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave now. Okay. Oh, look at this. Now they're all dead. Because I turned off everything. Okay, system. What's this? It's so very weird. It's like, I'm pretty sure I did not click the system check, but it still did the system check. So this hasn't changed. I'm trying to remember from the last playthrough, did all the plants already die at this point? Just go back. One. Okay. Interesting. So, like, what's the point then? Because so far I'm not sure if I've been seeing any sort of difference. No matter what, I think this just stays the same. Your profile is now complete. And I've been like, the only thing that's really changed is my profile was now individualistic. It wasn't spontaneous like it said before. Oh my god, what? No! CMD. Individualistic. Initial outlook optimistic. Likely to go outside the boundaries low. The station resident is beginning to show signs of breaking. Yeah, I don't know. This... interesting. So... this just doesn't change. Which is unfortunate. It's... because it made it... the way the Steam page made it sound like is that it will change based on how you act. So unless I'm the way I'm doing it right now is exactly what I was doing before, then I'm not quite sure. Like, if I were to go around and not do any system check, would it be possible? Because otherwise... it's, yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is definitely... it made it sound like there's a lot of stuff you could find, but... unless there's a lot more floppy disks that I could find and just completely missed. That's a possibility. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure in terms of what the floppy disk we're talking about. I have no idea what it may pertain to me at all. Because thus far, the only thing, like, I guess is just like this. The outside changes. Oh, that's what that red dot was from the kitchen. Just maybe one thing that was malfunctioning. Oh, there was a Tanya Lynch. You know what? I didn't read this. So let's read this. Just because. Nothing else to... Ichthyologist? Block DA5. Personal message. Gregor, we just got the news. Congratulations on the pandas. You have no idea how excited I am to be able to view them in the natural habitat. We've had some success of our own lately. We've introduced some changes to the Chioni to reduce its aggression towards other species, and we've had wild success so far. We won't know how they'll respond to New Yolanda for some time, obviously, but with any luck, we'll have our own success story to share. Can you and Ismelda make it to dinner two sleep shifts from now? I've got some other big news to share. I've wanted our closest friend to be there. I've included our sleep shift schedule in case that doesn't work for you. Let us know. There will be lasagna. Yes, you heard me, lasagna. David's cooking it by hand, so you know the big news is big. Any update on Jim? Has he recovered from the attack? I still can't believe Archinos Albert was there in your labs. I wish we didn't have to live with that maniac on board. How hard is it to find one guy in a ship so well monitored? Poor Jim. He was such a sweet guy. I'm going to try to hook him up with my brother. Take care and let us know about dinner. Only 30 sleep cycles left. Okay. Okay, so interesting, like I feel like so the one change I'm noticing is that in my first playthrough, this screen completely disappeared. Like the bottles and stuff disappeared. I turned off the water, but it didn't really do anything. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we go back. Okay, and then locks you in no matter what. So no matter what, your ending in the game is... Yeah, I don't know if there's a huge point. Because there's only one change so far, and thus far it's been pretty insubstantial. I'm not sure if it really... Huh. Yeah, I don't know. So far, so for what I've seen so far... Okay, let's just... So the main change that I saw was... Let's go to check to CMD. Okay, this is... Check is a liability now. Arrange removal. Okay. Did it say that before? I'm not sure if I ever checked that before. But I think no matter what, your end result in the game is that you're gonna literally jet yourself off into the outside of this test experiment. Yeah, the only change that I saw was that the screen disappeared. I'm sure if I was like looking through the cupboards and stuff, I would notice, hey, the food also disappeared and stuff like that. Or maybe that just stays exactly the same. Otherwise, it's extremely minimal. I'm not sure if there's anything else to this. Because so far the exact sequence of things have happened, but a very small change occurred. I mean, we still got the names on the trees, we still got... The weird part for me is that you can open the dock bay doors, but then it doesn't really do anything, so... Yeah, I don't know. In terms of this being a game where it advertises itself as like based on your actions, it's going to be changing how you're doing things. I don't see it. At least not in a way that really matters. Oh, yeah, I guess if you missed the blue OS and stuff like that, you can just see it here as well. Interesting. You can go outside. I'm assuming you will not be able to go back up. Everything's still the same, right? Yeah. So, okay. In the end, for something that's supposedly gonna change based on your actions, it seems... I don't know if it did it in any... I'm trying to think, like, was there any significant changes? Because the post-it notes show up the exact same way. I was honestly hoping for a bit more. That, or I'm just missing the content. Like, what I did was just not significant enough. I'm trying to remember from, like, the images. Was this from the images that I saw in on the store page? Yeah, this is the exact same. And we can just jet ourselves back out into the stratosphere. Okay. Oops. Literally just exit out the game entirely. Burn it down. Apparently I've been getting achievements. So, yeah, let's just go to this store page of this. Let's just look at it. Since we're here. Because I do want to know. Who do you trust most? What do you see? What you're told? Or your instincts? On a year-long solo mission aboard, test your wits and question everything, but you may not find answers. Welcome to solitude. Verde Station is a game of small details, many of which can easily be missed. It can be considered a mystery box, walking simulator, exploration game, or story game. At its core, Verde Station is an interactive exploration game that lightly reacts to how you play it. Lightly reacts. Examine every detail of the station, pick up and view items, and dig into computer terminals. You will uncover clues about the station and have to decide if you can trust what you see and hear. As the answers come, so do more questions. Reactive storytelling. These are subtle changes specifically designed to match your personality. They're also specifically designed so you won't notice most of them until a second or third playthrough. Examine every item or just a few. Some items even react to how you interact with them. The more you explore, the more story you reveal. So maybe it's just like, maybe I had to pick up like everything. I don't know. I did a lot more interactions during that first run through. The second run through, I was just like, check the system, go board, go to sleep, go around. But then it's because I guess it was a light, subtle changes. Nothing much really changed. No combat, no puzzle, blah blah blah. Out curiosity. This game and I already have a love-hate relationship. I've explored everything I can seemingly explore and read everything I can possibly read, and it only took me about 20 solid minutes. I hate to say it, but in its current state, it's not worth the price tag. That being said, what I did experience, I really enjoyed. I just think it's a really lackluster given the premise and the atmosphere. Everything was very linear. The inability to backtrack at times was extremely frustrating. I expected a lot more than I received. I know it's alpha. I mean, is this game still early access? I don't think so. I think it's just like, okay, so I'm going to assume what happened. This was early access. They probably, I'm going to assume, want to do a lot more. And in the end, it really just did not amount to that much. How long ago was this? In 2014. Yeah, I'm. I feel like I'm definitely like. Problem is, when I was reading the thing that will react to how your personality and stuff like that, I was expecting more, but it's basically what this is. Only for players with a properly calibrated expectations. Was there more to find, or is that the sign that you were entertained? Yeah, it's I was expecting a lot more, and I feel like I got the bare minimum. Everyone needs a little. I'm just kind of curious. You're not supposed to be here. Burn it down. Know thyself. Start fresh. User's preference. A to Barry Allen. Holy cheater. Nice catch. Okay. I'm assuming, I mean, if this was a game that really wants you to look at every single nook and cranny, I guess I didn't do that, but I'm still a bit lost in terms, when they say lightly changes or lightly reacts. Giving a rating of so-so, I just don't know, because the fact that it was early access, and it doesn't look like it's early access anymore. So my question is, like, was this the game they were trying to put out, like all of it, or was this how it started, and it just never got completed, so they just released it as such? That's my question. Because that's the feeling that I'm getting, that they possibly maybe wanted to do more, but in the end they just, life gone away, or they want to move on to a different project. Maybe they didn't just feel like finishing the project anymore. So I don't know if this is like, I kind of question, was this the game they wanted to put out? Because unfortunately, yeah, it's very, to me at least, it's very bare minimum. If someone is able to get through this, like my first run through took more than the 20 minutes that someone went through, but I feel like unfortunately they want to achieve something and maybe they realized that they couldn't achieve it, or just, because my first run through, it wasn't like, it was fine with kind of like the slow deterioration that my character was going through. But yeah, I don't know, it's okay. I mean, I just feel like that you could probably find better. I feel like I've seen it somewhere, but I just don't remember where, or at least it was achieved a lot better it could have been achieved a lot better. I think there's a lot more potential that just was completely untapped. But at the same time, I don't know how. I mean, what's another game that kind of like react to how you played it? Wasn't there a? I feel like there was a Silent Hill game, wasn't there? Was it on the GameCube, or is like, or it used like some sort of weird Connect move system or something like that? Because I remember something like that, where it's like if you looked at a poster for a certain length of time, it would like they were asking questions about your fears and stuff like that. It was reacting in that way. Which again, I don't know how something like that would be programmed. I'm not sure in this case, me like because my first playthrough, I got extremely spontaneous. This one, I was just clicking two the entire time, but it gave me individualistic. So yeah, my feeling is that I mean, I do like the ending that our little space, our little station within space was actually a little test box that was within space, and we jettisoned ourselves. We yeeted ourselves out in space just to see the ship arrive to take us safely off board. That aspect I did like, but again, I wonder if this was supposed to be more. But yeah. So with that, we're gonna end the set there. I will say, well, actually, I can just uninstall this right now. Yes, but I think next, it's because I'm not sure if I explained it quickly in the beginning, but I'm mostly going to be doing like kind of one-off playthroughs, games that are fairly short. So next time, where is it? Next week, I'm going to be playing Her Story. And then I will figure out what the next game will be after that. So, yeah, I have so many games. And so this is me just trying to get through the ones where it kind of like, they're going to be, I can't really make into LP, but then I could just probably do it in one sitting. Or I think I can do it in one sitting. As long as I researched correctly. But yes, essentially clearing the backlog of things that need to be done. And I'm trying to see. Sorry, I'm going to actually look right now. What can I play after Her Story? I think there was another one. I feel like there was another one that could have been done pretty quickly. Maybe The Journal? Because I feel like I've had this in my to play list for the longest of times. Everything else, not so much. It looks like just going through Monkey Island. Yeah. Okay. So I guess maybe I'll have to look up The Journal, but that's probably what might be next, unless I have a short. Or I also do have the. I'm still deciding whether I want to play the game, but then there is the short prequel visual novel thing that precedes the main game. Which reminds me, I do have to make the what the official after my vacation in June, what the long game that I'm going to be playing for Saturdays. But either way, we're going to end things here. So next week is going to be Her Story, which is going to be very interesting. Either way, thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!